This is Joseph at Financial All-Star, and today I'm going to talk about how I plan to save $3 million for retirement. In my last video, I covered the process on how I calculated this figure and highly encourage you to check it out. One of my favorite sayings is a quote by Brian Stacy: "A goal without a plan is only a dream." Disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor, and this is solely my opinion on this subject matter. So here I have a basic spreadsheet dating back to the year 2009. 2009 is when my wife and I aggressively started to track our financial journey when it came to retirement. And as you can see, at the end of that year, we hit a whopping $66,500, which we thought was pretty good, being only 29 and 27 years old, respectively. And we thought really good of ourselves by 2010 when we hit the six-figure mark. Fast forward to the year 2022, about 15 years, and that number has ballooned to over $850,000. Now that's with a number of years of contributions and some rate of return, which averaged just under 13%, which wasn't too bad. Mind you, it was one of the biggest bull markets the United States has ever seen. And by the end of this year, 2023, we hope to have about $950,000. So a background on myself and my family: I have an engineering degree and currently work in operations management. My wife has a bachelor's degree in biology and is a medical professional in the laboratory services. We currently live in the Midwest, which has a moderate standard of living, which isn't too bad, and we don't complain too much about that. Previous returns, like I stated before, since 2009, we averaged about 12.8%. So not too bad. And in this calculation moving forward, I'm only going to assume a 5% rate of return to be very, very, very conservative. So going back to our spreadsheet here, this is the year 2023, the end of this year. We hope to have $950,000, and in this spreadsheet goes into the future of taking contributions, an estimated rate of return, and spitting out a yearly end-of-year balance. So I take my current contributions, which are contributions that I make, along with any employer match. My wife and I both get a match of some degree, and we both put away in our 401ks, and I also put away in a Roth IRA. So taking this into consideration of our current contributions, as well as any future increase in contributions that we know of. For instance, by the end of 2024, we plan to pay off our home, and I plan to take some of that mortgage payment and roll it as a contribution into retirement. And as you can see, the math works out to be about $3 million, that magic number, by the time I hit 58 years old, or the year 2038. So, in summary, using a 5% average rate of return, which is very conservative for the next 15 to 20 years, and using my current contributions and never increasing it, which is possible that we can increase it with raises and promotions moving forward. And then I know I'm going to add another $450 extra a month starting in 2025 when the house is paid off. I should hit that magic nest egg of $3 million by the end of 2038. This kind of goes along the rule of 72. If you were to kind of follow this math, this is a very quick and dirty way of how your money doubles. And the rule of 72 is a simple formula that estimates the number of years it takes for an investment to double given a fixed annual rate of return. It is calculated by dividing 72 by the interest rate you hope to earn. With historical market returns of roughly 10%, one's investment will double approximately every 7 years. So if you go back and look at that spreadsheet, you can see that it will kind of do that in some way or shape or form. What if you're thinking, well, 5% is conservative? What if the market return is closer to historical market averages? Okay, the historical market average for the S&P 500 is more like 10%. So if you follow the same math calculation here, that dramatically changes the outcome, giving me that $3 million mark by 2032. I prefer the 10% return versus the 5% any day. I'll be 52 years old with $3 million in the bank. I'm feeling good. But maybe more realistically, let's do an exercise of 7%. That puts me about 55 years old. So 2035, I hit just over $3 million. Still, I'm not too disappointed. Now, at any time, I can change these contributions, meaning if I get a raise, get a promotion, come into some more money, we can add to those contributions and then do the same exercise and see where we net out. So in summary, I estimate I'll be able to obtain my desired nest egg of $3 million between the ages of 52 and 58 years old on average. Doesn't mean I'll retire. It just means I'll simply be financially free and will not be a slave to an employer, and possibly be able to maybe change professions to something I more want to do or more enjoy. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on the matter. And in a future video, I plan to review my actual investment strategy, some actual holdings of mine, and the reason behind my ownership. Thank you so much for watching.